I just woke up. I like slept in my clothes and whatnot. Yesterday I had an okay day, but I don't know, one thing led to another, and I'm not feeling all that great in the morning. Also, my legs are sore. Legs, oh no, they're so sore. Because I filmed that first video. My very first video. I was doing a leg workout, and now I'm sore. But yeah, now I'm feeling a little bit like demotivated, a little bit meh about stuff. So I think I'd like to demonstrate what I like to do to sort of kind of get out of that mental rut and like feel better. Right? How to have like a good day, even when, you know, it doesn't start off all that great. Yeah, so like the first thing I would do right when I wake up is probably just like brush my teeth. And also do my level best to not like look at my phone or anything. I've got like dating apps installed and stuff, and that's like my dopamine thing. It's I shouldn't have it. I shouldn't have it, but like, you know, they work sometimes or whatever. It's yeah. But if you like, I'm not gonna lie. I've like spent like 30 minutes sitting on the toilet or just swiping away, like first thing in the morning, and you know, that doesn't do anything good for your mental health. Trust me. Like it'll suck away all the energy. Yeah. No, first thing I like to do is to get up out of bed. If I'm not even feeling it, I'll just like, I'm over here on my bed, I'll like hip up, and I'll start going. So yeah, like I'll go to the kitchen usually, and I'll just like put something in my stomach. Usually it's gonna be like vitamin D supplements, some zinc, because these are things I'm like a little bit deficient in. Yep. Then maybe like a protein bar and a banana. Something like really light. Just to have like food in my stomach and just kind of get the metabolism going. This and like a bunch of water with maybe like a little salt, just electrolytes or whatnot. Because I plan on going to the gym. But I need to like get changed first and brush my teeth and yeah, whatever. There's my little PC down the hatch. Sneak peek. I can't speak. I sneak peek into the outfit of the day, or at least the outfit of today's gym session. Those are some booty shorts, kind of. I don't know. They're like really short shorts. And they like fit me, and they're for men. I don't know why I bought them, but I just like put them on and I thought they were cute. I know. It's a little gay, but I don't know, I'm gonna put them on and see what's up, because frankly, all right, I don't know, I like them. I like the color. All right, mind you, before I put these on, I was feeling like a little demotivated, right? I planned on going to the gym, more or less, because, you know, that usually kind of gets me out of the rut. Sometimes, you know, I just kind of do a workout based on, you know, how I feel or whatever, right? But it's just the fact that I'm getting in. But I put on the booty shorts and look how short they go. Look at that. Hey, yo, hey, excuse you, sir. Hold on. Look at that. I am not used to wearing shorts this short. But, yo, hey, listen, yeah. Something even like as silly as like, okay, shorter shorts. I don't know. It's just like, it's something different. And it gives a little bit. All right, it does something. Oh no. Okay, so something about tucking it in and then adding the hat to it makes it like extra like slutty and gay. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I don't know about y'all, but I fuck with it for real. As a gym outfit, for sure. I don't know. It's a little out of my range. I'm a little bit like, I don't know. It's a little different for me, at least, right? I've been trying to experiment with my fashion and all that. So yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. Hey yo, look at that. Hey, watch me slut my shit out. I put you on video though. Gotta say hi to the kitty first. Meow for me. Hello? Whatever, dude. Oh my goodness, Poopy Pig is here! Oh! Yeah, I went ahead and got me some Element Tea, sponsor of today's video. Not really. I always like to have a saline solution when I do my workouts, so yeah. Yes. Yes, normally I would do this whole procedure while I'm driving. Sure. So yeah, a little. I found this to taste better than Liquid IV, but they both do about the same thing. Although I'm not sure if it's on the Liquid IV website, but apparently Element Tea shares their recipe on their website. So, or was it whatever it's called, Element? Yeah. I don't know, I think that's neat that there's like that level of transparency. I think they share like these specific ratios of salt so you can like make it yourself and just add your own flavor. You know, I think that's pretty cool, and that's why I buy these now. Because they're convenient. I have yet to create a big tub full of salt that I can just spoon into my water bottles, okay? But I will do that because I'm like that. No cardio for today, but today isn't about workout performance per se. It's more about just getting through the day. Look at this sultry beast. And Starbucks real quick, because I have stars apparently that are expiring. Whatever.
I opened the server for you.
I have an order for Abraham.
Yeah, we have that you can pull around.
All right. They heard me this time. I usually have trouble with that. I myself a little strawberry lemonade, limonade, and an egg white sandwich. No caffeine from Starbucks today. My windshield. caffeination from Starbucks today. I'm gonna get it somewhere else actually. Then I can lower the exposure. That looks a lot better. Apparently it's pronounced strawberry say, Akai. I don't know what it is. Tastes nice. Let me know how it's pronounced in the description. Before I go to where I'm gonna go, I have to make a quick stop at GNC because I know that egg sandwich was not substantial enough. We got Milky Milks. I wouldn't call it a protein shake because it's crazy, but like if you look at the ingredients, I don't know, man. I don't know if it focuses, but the first thing isn't like protein powder, it's filtered milk. I know that like Fairlight has this whole filtered milk, you know, rigmarole. So it's like, okay, so now there's like a bunch of other companies doing the same thing. What, I don't know what the hell it is. Filtered milk, but it's great. It's like super easy to get a ton of protein. Sure, they're a little costly, but you know, I'm paying for convenience here. It's great. Also, big ups, big recommendations on the frosted strawberry Anabar. These are delicious. They're great. And I'm not gonna have it now, but the Bear Bells soft and marshmallow, they're great. Okay. Soft marshmallow and peanut road, yeah, those are good. But I'm gonna eat these and then I'll go get my caffeination. I will say, right? I don't know what I'm gonna say. These are better off cold, by the way, but yeah, this is like Luke. You know, technically, things like these are ultra processed foods. Okay, things like these are ultra processed foods, so they kind of go against the whole narrative that it's only like Twinkies or whatnot, because you know, some would argue these are healthier than whatever, but you know, they're by no means like minimally processed. They got all sorts of weird stuff like, you know, sunflower canola oil, which is, you know, controversial, sunflower lecithin, all this nonsense, gallon gum, trisodium phosphate. You got a ton of nonsense. But, you know, these are like emulsifiers or stabilizers or whatnot, right? Preservatives. But, you know, these are healthier, but not like Twinkies, right? You know, details. You know, on the topic of like healthy or not healthy, processed foods versus ultra processed foods, you know, there's something to be said for all the labeling, and like, for lack of a better term, just like all the different types of like labeling and like moral loading and whatnot when it comes to like the health and fitness space. This is like a topic, a conversation that I'm really like into, right? I'm all about like, you know, health and fitness and all that, even though I'm not like the sexiest looking person, I guess. I don't know, I think I look good, but some people disagree. Yeah, like the thing about this is that this is an ultra processed food. There are some out there that like consider this healthier or not healthier, right? There's like people who, even though they know it's like healthier than, let's say, candy bars, they still don't eat it because it's not quote unquote real food and whatnot. And you know, like everybody has like a point to say. There's not like nothing invaluable there, but it's sort of like, you know, I feel like it's a lot more, I want to say like useful, or I think it's a lot more helpful, a lot more, there's a word I'm looking for, but it's not, you know, there's no need to cause like unnecessary, like, I like the word is derision. And tell me if I'm using that right. Like, there's no need for like people to choose sides when it comes to this thing. I feel, because like for me, I don't always eat the healthiest all the time. You know, I would say like my body has reflected that, right? Like, you know, I don't look like a model or anything, but like I would like to say that I'm pretty healthy overall. My diet most of the time is pretty clean overall. I eat like chicken and vegetables and fish and lean meat and like just like nuts and fruits and a variety of like, yeah, everything. Like things like this, you know, I'm not afraid of. Things like donuts, I'm not afraid of. It's just a matter of like, you know, understanding where its place is. Right now, I'm just kind of like eating little things, and like I prefer to have like high protein things because it's more satiating. I'm trying not to be so hungry because I have like some work I need to do. So yeah, you know, like things like this have their place. I wouldn't like eat this at like every meal or whatever, or like supplement my whole diet with this and just do pills. It's just silly, right? There's moderation. I feel like that term has been lost a little bit in people's lives, in that, like, you know, nothing, like there's not a ton of things that are all or nothing really. The world's a little boring in that it's like a lot of just shades of gray, right? There's no like, this is bad and that's good and you should not do this and you should do this, and it's like, no, like, you know, it's not like this. You shouldn't have all the time, obviously, but like every once in a while, it's just like I'm not like stupid hungry, and you know, to get like my protein needs for the day, it's fine. Like, it's whatever, you know, moderation. I feel like that people are losing sense of that in their lives. Long and short of it. I'll demonstrate to you all a place I frequently visit, if I can get it. It's called Onyx Coffee Lab. It's one of the best coffee shops ever. I've only been to like one other establishment that could come close to the level of quality that this place provides. I don't know. For like a small town, I feel like it spoils us a bit. Oh, that's great. Whoa, apparently it's not level. There we go. Yeah, I just got done with all my busy work. I was on the iPad fixing my money, my finances, setting up payment schedules and all that. Finally, just getting all the little ducks, all the little goosies in the row. In a row. Yeah, just gonna have a little bit of a iced matcha to leave. Start off with some cold brew, but now a little matcha. I had some bonbons too. They sell a whole load of things over there at the Onyx Coffee Lab. It's wonderful. If you're ever in Northwest Arkansas, they have like, I think 3 or 4 establishments all across different towns, and they're just, and their coffee is great. And if you can't come by, then order their coffee online. It's really good coffee. Okay, this is my recommendation. But now I have to fulfill some obligations, let's say. So this is probably the end of my day, unless I have something else to say or think about. We'll see. Well, it turns out I actually do have more to think about. Yeah, what I ended up doing was basically just setting up a budget. In basic terms, yeah, setting up a budget. I was using my iPad, I was using the Freeform app to just kind of like draw out like where all my money was sort of coming out. And I put a calendar and I sort of drew everything, and it's a total like mess. It's somewhat organized, but it's a bit of a mess. But it was really nice to see like, okay, this is like the way things are settled, and it gave me clear perspective as to like where the hell all my money was going, because if my estimate was like correct, right now I make like about give or take like 2.5K per bi-week, right, per every other week. And like my monthly expenses are like 60% of that. Like these are things I have to pay for, right? You know, I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was safe to say that if giving like a fair estimate, like a good like 40% of my money, like on things that I can't like not spend unless I get really creative, were like going out the door. They weren't going towards like paying a debt down or like, you know, food I have to eat, right, just to survive, or paying a bill or a subscription or anything like that. This was just money that I, you know, given that I have like $0 to my name, it's like, where is it going, right? It can't just disappear, right? So to know that there's like actually a lot of room for me to move, and that like the money I'm making is good money. It should be, there needs to be something done to like structure things. I don't know if I'm making sense. Yeah. Like if I wasn't in the crappy situation I am now financially, and you know, I actually like spent the time to save and do all that, if I was smart about it, I could have like a good amount of the money I need to like do more like vacations or trips, or to buy like better technology or whatnot, right? Like right now, like my phone that I'm recording on is an iPhone SE 3rd generation. It was like a refurbished one I got for like $150 or whatever. And you know, it's fine. It's doing the job right now. I'm gonna be using it till I can't anymore. I replace the battery and all. But you know, it's nicer to have like nicer quality things, especially because they run faster and all that in the current day. So you know, to have more money to like keep my setup up to date and all that, that'd be great. But it's just right now a lot of it's going either to like interest or to things I had to pay for in the past, but I had to borrow money for. It's a mess. So my hope is that now that I have a visualization on where my money is going, from what I can tell, everything has been accounted for, or at the very least, like there are no more surprises for the next 3 months or 2 months, basically all of summer. Right now I only made sure to not give myself too large of a task and just see where my money is going to go in the summer months. And then once August is over, like right around like the last 2 weeks, I'm going to do like a fall budget. I'm going to see if I, instead of like trying to do like the monthly budget per month and hopefully having that apply to every month, what I wanted to do was just like create a new budget every quarter, every season, right? So that, you know, things are more dynamic, they're working more day to day, and it could give me at least like a little bit of comfort, maybe a little bit of reassurance that like, okay, I have this stuff figured out, so long as I, you know, set the reminders and do the things that I tell myself to do, right? Like set this amount of money at this time and all that. I should be fine. Like I'm not gonna lose my place of living. Utilities aren't gonna get shut down. I'll have plenty to eat. You know, I've had plenty to eat. Okay. Well, it's nice to see that. Okay, things should work out, and hopefully, if I am able to like operate within like a 3-month time scale, because that's new to me. I'm usually operating at worst on the like moment to moment time scale. When I'm doing better, it could be like day to day. At my best, perhaps month to month, but that's pushing it. That is really pushing it. I want to be able to like operate in a way that's always future focused. That's always like making sure that my next step ahead is set up in the best way I can. Like the things that I do now would set me up for greater and greater things down the line. Planning and executive functioning and all that. These are not like my forte at all. I suck at all of this. I used to think I had ADHD. Maybe I do. I sought a diagnosis at some point, and unfortunately, most of the doctors here kind of recognized like the rise in like ADHD diagnosis, and they were like very hesitant to prescribe stimulant medication to people like me who were just like curious about it, right? At this point, like whether or not I have ADHD, it's not like it. If I wanted to try again for medication, I could probably get it. I could probably get like Vyvanse or something. The psychiatrist I have currently, I haven't talked to him in a while, but I feel like if I just like told him straight up, hey, you know, because he told me that he knows a guy who will prescribe, you know, Adderall and Vyvanse, and he would be willing to like give me that information. So if I really wanted to try that, I could go to it with like the current psychiatrist I have now. We're like cool. He gave me at first Wellbutrin, and that was effective, but coming off of it was hard, let's just say. So, you know, I would consider myself, because my life isn't in shambles, it's fairly average. It's not considered a disorder how badly I handle life, I would say. You know, it's not a disorder. Like, I can make friends. You know, I am able to find like romantic connections. Like, it's possible. Maybe they're not the ones I would like, right? But you know, I don't have any like nutritional deficiencies. My family's good. Like, things are okay. But you know, for me, like I want things to be kind of more than okay. You know what I mean, right? So yeah, like doing things like setting up this budget and like going to the gym and trying to eat healthy and everything, all the self-improvement nonsense. Like I'm trying my best to be more than okay, because being okay just feels like, I don't know, man. It's just, it's not satisfying to me, at least. It's not satisfying. It's not satisfying. Yeah. I always like, I don't know, I think I said this once before, but I'm greedy. I am very greedy. I think that, or it's just like the natural human condition to grow. I don't know. It's I don't know, man. I'm just a dude. Howdy, folks. It's on a different phone. If it looks different, I'm not sure how crazy different the qualities are on the phone. But anyways, here is a golden nugget. I just like usually call them shower thoughts, right? But I had this on the toilet, so it's a toilet thought. It's a poopy thought. Yeah, dirty thoughts. One of the things that I'm trying to like change because I'm going somewhere. One of the things that I have, right, is like a victim mentality. And there's another video I'm gonna upload, because thank God this phone actually saved it. It like died on me before I could finish it. It will probably be my next video, but one of the biggest cure-alls to things like procrastination or victim mentality or feeling stuck or, sort of this like negative depressive energy is gratitude, a gratitude practice. Genuine gratitude, not fake gratitude, like you just say the words, but like actually having genuine feelings that, what you have right now is more than enough. The thing about like, and this is how this thought came about, right? Like analytics, because I looked at like the analytics of my video that I uploaded literally today as I'm filming. And I see that there's like no views, even though I gave it all tags and whatnot. And it's like, that's kind of silly of me to give a damn about. I'm literally just starting. But there's also things like, I mentioned I was on dating apps before. Sometimes you don't get like any new likes or any new matches, even more importantly. And like that can be discouraging. That could be very discouraging. And then for whatever reason, like this thought came into my head, but I don't know, it like filled me with energy. But like the idea is, hey, listen, the analytics, the numbers, Mason, they're there to discourage you. They're there to discourage you. Even if they're good numbers, the problem with like reaching numbers is that by default, you'll either not consider it enough because you could quote unquote do better, or even worse, when you reach a certain high, that becomes your baseline. And like, that's just a falsehood that the ego creates, right? I'm gonna put on my, oh, I think, no. Yeah, no, I'm ready. Yeah, the ego will do these things because there's a natural human inclination to like grow and whatnot, right? How do I say this? Yeah, man, usually, especially with things like this YouTube channel or whatnot, the truth is, like, I'm starting with, well, I would say nothing, but like a little more than nothing, right? So the thing is, if I like try and then I fail, I'm not really moving anywhere like worse, right? Let me start my car. I'm just sort of back to where I was. And, when you think about it, like if you're already like cozy where you currently are, you're just comfortable, there's not really a reason to be afraid of when you like try your best and like don't succeed. Like it's not like succeeding, it only like wastes your time. But if you were already in a place where you were like fine, then it doesn't matter much. Yeah. So yeah, like the numbers are there. This is the idea I'm going to carry moving forward, is like the numbers are there, whether it's like a dating app or my money or YouTube analytics, that I'm going to consider these numbers to have intentions, and their intentions are to discourage me. The thing is, again, I started with nothing. So anything that I gain out of whatever I'm doing is already a blessing, all right? Because the world doesn't owe me anything. It doesn't owe you anything, doesn't owe me anything, right? So if you put in the work and you get something out of it, yeah. Sometimes you feel like you deserve it. I feel like doing that less and just like, instead doing things and seeing what happens, and if something goes your way, be grateful, right? Or if it doesn't put you in a worse spot, then of course be grateful. And then, even then, if it does put you in a worse spot, let it be a lesson. Be grateful for the lesson. Okay? I feel like shifting the mind over to this form of mindset, some would say is delusional. Like, there are real troubles and hardships. But I don't know, man. Like, practically speaking, it is, no, practically speaking, practically speaking, it's like the only way to move forward, I think. Because anything else, I don't know, just like take the logic in the way like a growth mindset, because that's what that is, right? Or a gratitude mindset, kind of works out. I think it's upside down or whatever, right? But like, just like on a like, use the logic that it comes with, like in the growth mindset, right? It's just like it's the only way to move forward. It's the only way, because anything else is like it kind of holds you back. I don't know. Yeah, like the numbers are there to discourage you. You know, whatever, right? It's that's like my little golden nugget of the day. I'm so glad that, I don't know, I sat on the toilet and I had this thought. Maybe it's useful to you. Who knows? Well, I'm done with my day pretty much, I believe. Who knows? You know, sometimes things turn out a particular way that I don't expect them to. But I'm about to head home. Yeah, no, I don't know how this video kind of turns out. Probably a little bit boring, but you know, my day, I would say, was not a bad one. It was a good one, right? It was a great day, you know. Not today. I wasn't really looking for like a great, fantastic, super fun day. You know, some days are just gonna be good. You know, nothing bad happened. You know, I got to do some work. I was a little productive. Yeah, no, it was just a day. It's not a bad day. It was a good day. I had some coffee. I ate something. You know, I'm not worried about too much right now. It's fine. I have another thought, then I'll post it after.